Hello, hello. 1, 2, 3. All right, it works. Okay. Sorry for the little bit of delay. There's some difficulties, in stuff. It's fine. It's fine.
Something very funny
welcome
happened.
everyone. Welcome
very funny.
everybody.
Very
What?
funny.
So this is the Newcomers Mania World Cup, and we're at the Quarterfinals Mappool Showcase. Wow!
Wow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
After some exciting matches in round of 16, lots of fun tiebreaker matches and some really close calls in multiple maps. You guys did amazingly well on multiple maps as well, with some insane accuracies despite the map pool getting harder and harder. And speaking of getting harder, this is gonna be a more mid-game map pool now. We have the quarterfinals, as Lott just said. This map pool is gonna be as close as it gets when you compare it with the qualifiers map pool. So you can expect similar difficulty with that. Yeah.
Another thing to mention is that the Mappool size will increase. I think the details are already in the forum post. We have one more rice and one more hybrid, so I think it's time to show what the new categories will be after all the previous maps were showcased, of course.
Yeah. So a brief introduction. I think showcase it's the same 3 people. It's me, Popy, with me is Lott and Desar. So not a big introduction. It's just gonna be us anyways. All right.
The F-King trio.
True. All right. Moving on, let's take a look at our quarterfinals map pool, ladies and gentlemen. On to Rice 1.
This is a very familiar song choice. Actually, I think if you guys watched the Mania World Cup, you will know that this was featured in NMWC25 round 16 as the speed pick. However, I believe this shall be our jump stream pick instead.
Yeah, so I'll just not Desar's die. It's fine. He'll come back in a bit. This is a 160 ppm jump stream map. So let's take a look. It's gonna be our first custom. There we go. I think as we approach more late into the tournament, a lot of the not a lot of times, some of the times, these jump stream / speedy picks, they might not be with songs that are fully that has a beat every 1/4. So sometimes it's gonna be dumps like this one, for example. It's not like there's a beat every single note there, but it's just plain jump stream anyways.
It should probably be a bit trickier in terms of patterning. It approaches the kind of tourney style jump stream. There should be more anchors and just generally weird double usage. They're not as consistent and beatly.
Yeah. What's good about this? It's still consistent though. So maybe the beats are not there, but the rhythm is still there. It's still constant 160 BPM, 2 minutes and 42 seconds jump stream. So I really like the song, by the way. It's really chill.
I think the song is hopeful.
A little bit of a break part here. Again, you can kind of tell that the maps in each map pool, as we get more and more later into the tournament, the maps do generally get longer and longer. Because, we want to test more on that stamina aspect, especially on these picks, jump stream or speed, those type of maps. You might see them a little bit, it's not always going to be much longer, but we just want to test that consistency and stamina that you guys have as we make the map harder and harder.
I think there might be a length progression for the later picks, but this is probably not the time for it yet. Even if the length is a bit long, it has a pretty big break in between.
That's true. There's a little bit. I think that was like a. I don't think it's 20 seconds, maybe 20 seconds break, but other than that, it's just constant jump streams, anyways. So I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the stamina is still there, but
The break is like between 1 minute 16 seconds and 1 minute 53. 53 minus 16 should be 37 seconds. That's ample time. Yeah,
I mean,
that's it for Rise 1.
yeah, this is The Night Away. If you know the song, then the song, I guess. A Lumiere, map by Lumiere. This is a OD8 map, 3.4 stars. I think this can be pretty difficult if you don't have that stamina and speed, but as long as you can hold on, it's still probably doable. Best of luck. Ah, Rise 2, here we go.
Yep.
Rise 2 is gonna be our
Single
speedy
screen.
pick, right? Yeah. This is a you might recognize the ranked map, Chrono Diver, but it's not a remix. This is the original version. Yeah, this is
I think
185 BPM single stream.
Remix is probably like there's like a very stark difference in intensity. Like the first 3 minutes is like super calm, and then the last minute just goes full Camellia mode. This one is more constant, so it's a Rise 2 song.
Yeah, let's take a look though. Again, OD8. We're seeing more like standard OWC, MWC OD now. I mean, MWC is like slightly higher, but OD8 is where like the standard Rise OD comes in.
Yep, yeah, the intro is like Broken Age, but we soon step into the true realm of single streams.
Yeah, there's not full stream yet. There's some like small double jack bursts, but you can tell that there's a lot of single stream components in this map already. And we're just moving on to more speed sections now. Here it is. More speed. Yes, more speed.
It's still like kind of broken though. I think the PI is where it actually gets fully continuous.
Yeah, and as you said that, this map's not that long and we're already in our TI section now, so we're gonna move on to our single stream stamina section now, aka our main TI.
Yep.
And you know, just constant streams. Nothing much to put here.
I mean, it's probably a bit like at a meta for me. Maybe it's meta for calculation because there are some like hidden mini jacks, some doubles. I think it helps with like grounding the rhythm, as I said many times before. But it will become kind of like a tricky component as you get faster with the streams.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whether or not you're comfortable with that BPM. Because, as you said, like, those little mini jacks or one-hand throws might be the indicators for emphasis, but because they are one-hand throws, they might be a little bit more tricky. And if you're not comfortable with that, it can be a pretty bad accuracy drop on your hand, so be careful of that. Best of luck. This is Chrono Diver by the Czar, another custom. Let's take a look at the third Rise then.
So anyways, I have an update from Dar, so his VJ died. So let's say okay, everyone say thank you, Windows 11 25H2. Greatly appreciated update. Thanks, Windows.
Yeah, oh my god.
So
We
anyways,
love it when the Windows just dies and then decides to, nah, we're updating, you cannot come back to the VC. Lol.
hello, this is Mania World War with the Kapu reference. Alexa is heart of Mr. Bin Pastel Volume Remix Conversion.
What? If you don't recognize this is actually from the real MWC, it's just the difficulty is not the top diff. This is not gonna be a custom map, unfortunately, but it's a lower difficulty of an MWC map. So of course it's still not MWC level, but let's take a look. It's our tech. You can kind of already hear the song before we start the replay. The song has some really complex stuff in there.
I think the song describes pastel perfectly, like the way it's so crispy and kind of represents the blob of paints of a pastel painting.
Yeah, it's that like complexity and randomness, kind of. And here we go.
I think this justifies me mapping hard tech in my custom map this round. Dude.
True.
What is this?
Look at these rhythms. Oh my.
There's no way these snaps are like rhythmically like comprehensible. Like with Rise.
Oh.
Yeah. With the Rise 1, Rise 2, you can like feel the rhythm because it's constant, but here you cannot really like play it very accurately. At least at this level. I think my experience playing tech maps as a 5-digit was like approximating the snaps.
True. Yeah, it's like when you don't have that sense of, oh, I need to hit this exactly at, let's say, 1/5 maybe. It's just kind of like, oh, this is hit as a stream, but then the accuracy might not be as good as the previous picks that we saw. It's gonna be a really big test of raw finger control. These technical bursts can be really difficult to hold consistently. In a little bit of a break part now, but I think there's still one more part at the final quarter of this map.
Yep. I think this one is like, it focuses more on stop and go motions. So the first course is more continuous, but the snaps are trickier, but this one has like, you can see the snaps are easier to figure out, but they force you in more awkward like speed changes.
Yeah, and it ends at that one point. This is 2 minutes and 10 seconds, Pastel, mapped by Alexire. Yeah, I think we can tell that this Mappool is not gonna be easy. Like, compared to the early game rounds, you can clearly tell that difficulty increase. You know, it's gonna be a bigger test in terms of physicality. And of course for the skates, it's gonna be our tech physicality as well. Having, as you said, having that like finger control or having to know when to hit those complex rhythm notes is gonna be really difficult. And you know, in a tech map like this, it's gonna be a big test of that. So, best of luck. Moving on though. Or anything you want to add on the Rise Free? No, okay.
Well, yeah.
Rise 4.
This is a Jack pick, and
It's not Jack. Is it Jack? Wait.
it's Jack. Yeah, it's still
It's Jack. Okay. Yeah, Rise 4 is staying to be Jack. The structure has not changed yet. It's gonna be Rise 6 that adds a little bit of stuff. But for now, let's take a look at our Jack map. Angel Dream map by McKendu at 1.05.
Yeah, this follows basically a similar design to previous Jack picks, kind of taking a denser approach, because I think like late game Jack philosophy is like making it light so it doesn't become spam, but early game like 5-digit range you want to make it a bit dense so that you test chord independency. Apparently like it's very hard for 5 digits to play chords constantly, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Starting off, we're not like seeing too many like insane Jack patterns. There's that one part where there's a lot of doubles and stuff. But right now, okay, we're ramping up the density now. You can also see those free note anchors somewhat here as well. Yeah, look at those constant free note anchors, a chain of free note anchors, if you will. It's gonna be. Yeah, this one part, man.
The interesting like thing about 5-digit Jack is that the anchors are not hard because they drain your stamina. They're hard because when they stop, they disrupt your motion. You're like familiar with the constant jackhammering motion when you hit an anchor, but then it stops. So you are forced to like change your finger position. It's kind of awkward.
Like, that's so true. It's like, if you're not comfortable at anchors, it's just that sudden stop when you stop hitting the anchor. It's gonna be, you either like just forget and then accidentally hit another time and then that's a free 50 or even a miss, or you just have to focus so hard on stopping that anchor and then you just lose all your stamina. Especially, like, this one doesn't have a lot of breaks. There's like small breaks here and there, but you know, it's not like enough for you to fully recover. Especially if you're hitting so hard, trying to focus on these anchors there.
Yeah. This map does have some pretty crazy one-handed patterning too. But that's it. Yeah.
Not a very long map. Angel Dream at 1.05 map by McEndu. Only 8. It's not super punishing, but again, it's the anchors that you need to be careful of.
Yeah, it's very like continuous though, so there is essentially 0 breaks. But free act pick, everyone should probably have. Like, I think maps that are easy to act should have some other component that makes it hard.
True. But yeah, that's our Jack pick. Let's take a look at Rice 5, which is gonna be our mixed Rice.
Yeah,
mixed Rice 1.
Yeah, there are 2 mixed Rice picks. So for specifically this first one, it's going to be the dump pick. This is going to be very interesting to introduce to 5 digits.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch the previous showcases, we did talk about dumps a little bit. We can start, by the way. It did talk about dumps a little bit, but we can start. But
yeah, this will push it to a pretty considerable degree. Like, it's the concentration of dump usage.
well, just in case you didn't watch what we said or didn't hear what we said in the previous showcases, dumps mean you just there's just not like an actual beat. You just kind of go with that flow of intensity, and then you just hit a stream that is practically non-existent in terms of the beats that you can hear, but it's just a long sequence of vocals that you just follow the flow of, and you hit the quote-unquote dump streams. And I hope this is like a good representation of that. You can see some of these 1.6 or 1-something streams.
Like, the vocals are not represented by a single chord, a single note. It's represented by a burst, a grace. It creates continuity. Like, the most formal definition of dump I've read is, dump does not refer to a specific pattern group, but rather the act of forming continuity by accumulating the feel of individual notes in order to reproduce the flow of sound.
Right.
Nerd.
Nerd emoji.
Nerd emoji. I'm so good.
We can just let the viewers listen to the song a little bit, I guess. I don't know if you can like clear the song clearly, but some of these vocals, they can like, some of them you can see these. We can let you listen for a little bit. Like that one there, like, for example.
Yeah, the continuous syllables are represented with a lot of graces. Because technically, these syllables are a long-ish sound. Like, it has a short length, but it has a length. So it's represented with a chain of notes. A chain of 2 notes. That's a grace, a 2-note grace.
Yeah. This song is gonna be, again, as you said, it's gonna be quite new to introduce. And we decided to do it on quarterfinals because, first of all, we have 2 mixed rights. We have to categorize them. And second, it's just a perfect opportunity to introduce more, let's say, traditional tournament, Mania tournament-like stuff.
I think like early exposure to ghost note culture is a good thing because it allows you to enjoy more maps. It's just fun to play.
Like, the more advanced it gets, the more you see the dump usage being very heavily and constantly used, actually, especially on the higher difficulty maps as well. Even in some of your farm maps, there might be a lot of dumps there as well.
Yeah, so I think it's time we showcase our traditional weekly art of custom map. This is for you, Bongo. I love you.
Yeah, this is 2x by 9 say. Good map, by the way. I love this map. Anyways, let's move on to Rise 6. Why
Yeah.
is the replay dead? Oh
Okay,
my
I think the
god.
map is not updated. Let's update the map first.
Yeah, can you update the map? Update the map. Bro. Oh my days. Oh my
This
days.
this thing. Hi, Bongo. Finally, I see you in chat.
I don't know if we just accidentally reviewed the song name there. But
I don't care. We will already have done it in like when we show the metadata anyways.
true. I mean, a little bit of a average map updating issue. There we go.
Okay, let's go. Technical difficulty, quote unquote.
Okay, we're back. Yes.
We're back. Hello.
Yes.
So this is a collab with Dar. So I did the first half and he did the second half. This is not Yaoi, by the way. The fucking Reaper is literally beating the shit out of Lycurgus right now. The werewolf. I
Oh
mean.
my god. Don't worry, the map is not 4 minutes. I mean the song is 4 minutes, but the first 45 seconds is not map. So
Yeah.
the actual length is like 3 minutes and 15 seconds. It's not
Yeah,
super
it would be
long.
like too long if we keep the intro. Wait,
Alright,
someone
we're
described it.
there anyways.
Someone described it so well. It's toxic yaoi. Thank you, toxic yaoi. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Okay, this is going to be the first album map in these, and yeah, basically in each beat there's going to be like 3 notes and a space, a blank space. So it creates this kind of stop and go motion and has a lot of anchors involved as well.
It's a lot of constant trills. I mean, not trills. And here we go. This part is where the exciting thing begins. 1/5, I believe.
Yeah, there is mostly 1/5, and around here there's a few 1/6 graces as well. Okay, here the 1/6 over here.
Yeah, these patterns can be quite tough. It's kind of a recall on Rise 5 with some of those dumps, but of course Rise 5 having more dump heavy stuff. This one's more like a super flowy, just a burst of notes, and then we're back to basic 1/4 again.
Yeah,
But
stop and go.
I call it basic, but it's really dense.
Okay, so I believe we have the second half of the map now. This is by Dar, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the mapper has switched. It's now not Lott. It's now yeah.
Yup. Eyes.
These are slightly like more simple. It's just Jax and some streams there. This map's not as crazy dumpy as what we saw in Rise 5, but of course this map's like way faster and it's also way denser.
Yeah, I think we went from 170 to 180. Yeah, it's 170 to 180.
Yeah.
I was
BPM increase is consistent.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Considering mapping this for Route 16, but that would have been kind of too hard because of 180. So, hi, round quarterfinals.
I was actually gonna put this in semifinals, bro. Like this was so hard. But anyways.
This was nerfed pretty considerably. I'll just say that, especially my parts.
Yeah, considering how long this part is, nice to miss, by the way. This part is so long. This map's also so long, despite the fact that I did say there's a 45-second cut at the beginning, but it's still 3 minutes, right? It's still long.
Yeah,
and
when
there's practically no breaks, oh, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, GG. This is 180 and a Chrono Diver Rise 2 is
185.
how fast is it? Is it 180 or 190?
185. It's like slightly slower than Rise 2, but we're back to tech again, so I think the slightly slower is deeply compensated by the fact that this map has a lot of these sudden, I don't even know what snapping they are, bursts.
Yeah. I just realized that TcDDR03 miss on this part, which is the easier part of the whole map, by the way.
Unfortunate, but yeah. Hopefully it shows how hard it is to be consistent at such a long map like this.
So true,
Like,
so true.
when you have a long and technical-ish kind of map, it's gonna be quite tough to hold combo consistently, especially when you're under tournament pressure as well. Again, being in lobby and playing just by yourself is so much different.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I just
this
realized
is
I forgot to upload our next custom map, but it doesn't matter because I hope the
Just
song
upload
will
it later,
compensate for it.
It's fine, it's fine. Alright, this is Death Door instrumental version by the Stars PC is still dead, by the way. I just
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
TcDDR03.
Unlucky, mate. Oh man.
Dude, this was like his dead as his map. He can commentate on this, and then this just happens.
Aw, it's
What
just
is going on?
unfortunate. Alright. That's gonna be it then. Hybrid one? Is it hybrid one?
Wait, is
Or
it
LN1?
I think we should show LN1 first, just because in the map
LN1
pool
then.
it shows LN to hybrid. I don't know.
LN1 then.
So this is going to be Animosity 99.9%.
9.9%. This is a interesting title. Ichi song as well, so gonna be interesting.
Yeah, this song is really good.
LN1.
I think people know this song from the TikTok art trends, but I find the entire song to be really good. Besides its like meme culture context. So please enjoy the map. I cut this by the way because the full song is like 4 minutes.
I mean, yeah, 4 minutes of coordination, not gonna be fun, but 2 minutes of coordination is very bearable. Let's take a look at 144 BPM and not Animosity.
Yeah. This is more continuous in terms of rhythm than the last Ellen one. Like the Ellen one of round 16 has a lot of chords, like big doubles and triples. This one is mostly singles and doubles.
I mean, yeah, but like, of course, the main difficulty of this LN1 is releases. Like, releases being quite independent, let's just say that.
Yeah. This is really like a very tricky part. Like you can see in one hand you deal with an LN and then a shoe. So it's very hard to like not accidentally release the long LN.
True. It's like you need to have the focus on each short and long LN every single time. So you need to be cautious at all times, trying to be able to hold these LNs correctly, or else, you know, wrong release, that's a free accuracy drop, especially for LN, slower LN release maps like this. The max combo is like way lower as well, so I think I said this in last showcase, but the lower combo there is, each miss is going to be much more punishing.
Yeah. So it's a bit repetitive. At least the cut is a bit repetitive.
I'm looking at those like short L1s at times. They can be quite tough as well. Like, yeah, those like short 1/4 LNs, I think, 1/4 LNs. They can be a little bit tough for players to coordinate as well. Oh, okay, we're getting more LN releases now. Holy!
Yeah, I think it's time to introduce release on top of coordination.
Yeah, look at those. That final like 30 seconds, let's say, is gonna be like a killer for a lot of players, especially if they're not comfortable at LN patterns like this, which is fair enough. But try to familiarize for yourself with some LN release complexity, I guess.
Yep, and that concludes the 3 custom maps I uploaded today. One of them is an SV map for GBC, and then the 2 of them are here. So,
Easy, those who know.
oh my god.
Let's go!
Those who know.
Not this
Oh,
relevant, so don't care.
This
Trooper
is,
map again!
I think this is like a
Trooper.
collab between Trooper and... I know someone else is involved in this. Hold on, let me check again.
Oh no.
This is Diva Dance, a song by Lapix. This is a collab between Anvily and Trooper. Trooper finished like the first half, and then Anvily fills in the rest because Trooper has not a lot of time left.
Fair enough. Let's take a look though. It's gonna be our speedy LN, let's say. Quote unquote density, I guess. Again, compared to LN1, LN2 is gonna be simpler in terms of releases, but faster.
A lot of graces now. Yo.
Oh, it's not just like, it's not a usual speedy LN as well.
I think it's a good thing though, because like it's a speedy LN, not a density LN. This is a good way to like break the normality a bit.
True.
Break the norm.
Yeah. This is also gonna be a lot more intense as well with some of those short releases. Short LNs, I should say.
If you consider L1 to be like the consistency pick, then this could be considered the techie L1 pick because of how complex the L1 movements are here.
Yeah, the song also kind of represents itself to like having some weird LN bursts in this map at least. I think some of those are 1/6 as well, not fully 1/4.
That's very conspicuous, so I think it's pretty easy to like lose track of your rhythms.
If you remember Hybrid 1 in qualifiers, this is like that map, but except it's full LN now. Not full, but like every note is an LN now.
Yeah, it's less chords, but more LNs. It's a good compensation, kinda.
Yeah, there's a lot of LNs. Like, this map can be not too bad if you are comfortable with releasing and then hitting another note at the correct time, but because of how fast it is, you kind of just have to go very intuitively on those short LNs, but it's pretty tricky and it's pretty easy to mess up at some time because, again, it's constant 151 BPM LN stream, and there has to be some time where you just accidentally release too late or release too early, let's just say, something like that.
Yeah. But that's it for the LNs. We still have 2 LNs, what a shame. I think we'll wait for... I'm gonna wait for like finals to finally have 3 LNs.
Yeah. Well,
But,
foreshadowing.
Yep, so this is going to be...
Hybrid 1!
Yup. Well, this is a very funky song for Hybrid 1. This is Euro's Elemental Ethnic, mapped by Dar03.
The one whose PC is gone. Anyways.
Bro has like 2 custom maps and didn't get to commentate for both. This is so like...
Oh man.
This is literally...
Unfortunate.
1984.
1984. Yeah, let's take a look at our generic jump stream hybrid.
Oh, this is not generic already. Look at those LMs. the reverse
Yeah.
shimmy.
The start already like immediately catches you off guard. It's just the start though. We have a more calm build up now, but let's see what's gonna happen after this. Never mind, I still build up. It's a long build up. Bear with me.
It was a long ass build up.
Here we go. I mean, not too much L1s except that one burst there. Look at those L1s though. It's gonna be quite tough to get a good grasp on actually. But other than those small L1 bursts, it's gonna be mostly Rice jump stream.
It's just fun. Whoa! It has a very trilly look to it that feels pretty modern. You know, like those minimalistic design trends recently. Like it feels like it's just very sleek.
You love one-hand trills as well. I mean, not one-hand, two-hand trills. Like single-note trills. I don't know why, but aside from those L1s, it feels like it's an SV map, but it's just no SV. I don't know why. Okay, no, okay, what? Oh my god, look at this LN.
Yeah, I think you're foreshadowing the so-called NWC25 Finals SV2.
We'll see. Oh. SV. It's a topic for a later time.
Okay.
But I would love to point out the L1 usage of this map is insane.
It's very fun though. Like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is probably like Dark's most solid work, like one of the most solid works, because of just how well designed this is.
Look at these L1s, man. It's very funky. It's very flowy as well. The ending trills as well is gonna be quite a big test of trill control, I guess. And if you can handle that, this map might not be too bad, but there's also some L1 factor in this map in the middle, so it's gonna be a pretty generic test of just L1 and Rice at the same time. This is like what Hybrid 1 basically is, jump stream with L1s basically. But it's not like it's L1 2, but it's just some L1s, you know?
It's very well compensated by how fun it is though. It's a good trade-off.
Yeah, this is Elemental Ethnic by Czar.
Congratulations!
Let's move on. Hybrid 2.
Hans.
Wait, this might be foreshadowing for something, but anyways. This is gonna be our more L1 focused, or Jack / L1 heavy.
Coordination hybrid, quote unquote. Yeah. Who knows? I think like the Hybrid 2 maps so far have been kind of Jacky, like shield focused, so it feels coordination like in a way.
True. Yeah. So let's take a look at our 2.67 stars only.
2.67 stars.
No.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Oh my god, wait, I just realized people are going to spam the 6-7 memes.
No. Oh my god. Anyways,
let's go, let's go.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah,
you can already tell there's L1s here now.
Yeah. Interestingly, I think the design of this map is different from the last Hybrid 2s. It's more streamy. It's a bit of a reference to the Route 32 Hybrid 1, which is also by Damari. I believe its title is Monday, Marvelous Sunday time.
Yeah, whatever. I forgot, but
Monday, Sunday, yeah. Tuesday.
Yeah, but there's some L1s here. I mean, there was L1s in Hybrid 1, but they're more straightforward, or at least like more flowy. This one is just L1 release here and there.
The Rise is a lot slower, so it's just easy compared to the L1s. So it's a Hybrid 2, of course.
Yeah, it's like those if you're an LN team and you just picked all LNs and you have to pick another map, it's Hybrid 2 is always the choice to go. Look at this ending, man. Look at those LNs. Oh my.
Well, this is coordination.
Yeah, there's a lot of LN1 components there. Yeah.
I think if people want like a second animosity, but no hybrid, if you want a second animosity, but there are no LN maps left, this might be the one.
Yeah, that final part is going to be a big test of LN coordination. Like what we saw in your LN1 as well. Like the ending, or like the final part, the LN release factor just ramped up by quite a bit. Same goes for this Hybrid 2 as well. Umasugi Gourmet Parade, Rice Shower Song.
Yep. That is it for
Yeah.
Hybrid 3, and we shall move on to Dar. I wish you were here right now. TCD Dar 03. I wish you were here right
where
now.
is he? He's gone. He's never to be seen again.
Thanks Windows 11.
Sure.
This is another Dar custom map. It's not even like 3 of his custom maps already. This is actually so sad. So this is going to be the tech hybrid, but this is a very interesting song choice. I think it's similar to like Execute of Round 32, where it's a fast rhythm game core song because you can map Broken Stream with it, so it feels like tech. Broken Stream Burst, I don't know.
We'll see though. Let's take a look. This is again tech hybrid. 3.01 stars, only 7. Not even 2 minutes. So make sure to hold your combo or punishing stuff is gonna happen. What makes this really difficult is the fact that there's some really fast cut streams and whatever these bursts are.
Yep. There's a reason why we choose like fast songs for Hybrid 3 at early stages. It supports these kind of like, dude, what the hell was that release? That was like 202 BPM and we still have like Containers 1/4 staggered releases. What?
Look at those LN graces! Oh my.
Hybrid 3, let's go.
Yeah, Hybrid 3. Last round, we did say Hybrid 3 is like a form of boss hybrid. This one's not really that case, but it's still top, you know. Some more LN factor here now. There's some LN stuff here in this Hybrid 3 as well. Like you can say Hybrid 1 and Hybrid 2 have their like Rise components and their LN components respectively, and then LN 3 is just everything. But it's gonna be more techy as well, of course.
The L1 might be harder here, like just because like both Rise and L1 has a similar tapping rhythm, and L1 has these releases. It's just hell.
Yeah. I mean, it is thankfully only OD7, but still. It doesn't change that much for the fact that these releases are insanely tough to hit properly, especially under turnover pressure. It's gonna be a tough one. Excess by Aoi, mapped by the Czar.
Aoi.
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 And
if you think we are going on, sorry.
Yeah. I just want to say, as we've said, there's a new hybrid slot, so...
I was going to say the same thing. Okay.
GG.
GG. Yeah, so a hybrid 4 is going to be what's next instead of SV.
So this is not a custom, unfortunately, but I love this song.
It was supposed to be mine, but mine was too difficult. It moved to another round. I'm not going to say which one.
It might be semifinals, who knows?
It might be grand finals, by the way.
But yeah, this was like a 2019 map. It was ranked in 2020. I know this map because like it kind of got ranked around the time I joined the game.
Hybrid 4 is gonna be a more generally longer map. So you can already see 3 minutes. It's
So on mini tiebreaker, but this is a very technical mini tiebreaker. Like, I think Hybrid 3 and 4 can switch slots at this point. Look at those fast bursts.
yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting map. We did say Hybrid 3 is quite tough, but Hybrid 4 is gonna be our quote-unquote more boss-ish hybrid. If there's like a boss Rise, if there's also gonna be a boss hybrid, it's gonna be Hybrid 4.
Yup. I think unlike Hybrid 3, Hybrid 4 has surprise difficulty as well. So I think it compensates the slight Ellen bias we have right now.
Oh, look at this part.
Yeah. Why is
This
this
song,
part so
man.
cheeky?
Yeah, holy. Like, some of these short Ellens I'm seeing as well. Like, if you have a skin that doesn't have a different color for each Ellen, you might just not know that it's an Ellen because it's just so short.
Yeah. I think you need like two conditions to not see the LNs. Number one, Percy. Number two, you don't differentiate the LNs and the Rises.
Yeah, so there's an advice for players, at least in my opinion. I do like a skin where Ellens have different color than regular notes. Just a preference thing. Yeah. Especially if you're Percy. Which I actually don't have much, but you know. Anyways, back to this map. We're back to a more technical section once again. These L1 anchors is gonna be like probably one of the main difficulties or main difficult parts of this Hybrid 4. Like, oh my god, look at these bursts, man.
This justify Rise 6. This justify Rise 6.
True. Yeah, this map is tough because I can see a lot of misses and chokes everywhere in each match.
I think an interesting thing is that Hybrid 3 has more flowy like LNs, but like they're longer and they release kind of like smoothly. Here it's like short LNs that are more rigid in its movement, so it's a bit more awkward to play.
True.
It's also very fast. 227 BPM, 1/4. I think
Yeah, that's
like
really fast actually.
60 divided by
227.
227 divided by 4, that's and times 1000, that's 66 milliseconds.
Yeah, pretty fast. Starting is fake, by the way. But anyways, live flashes before weep eyes. Scotty's heart. This is again not a custom. This song might be quite well known for multiple other rhythm games, but if you don't know, it's a pretty techy or catchy song. Let's just say that. But
So we're moving
yeah.
on to the SV, I guess.
We have 2 more maps left. There's SV, which is of course everyone's favorite. Bumps.
For once, the mapper is here to commentate his own map.
Hey
Oh my God.
guys.
No way, the streamer is here. Can you believe it? The streamer starts talking.
I wonder who's replaying this one. Okay. Let's start the. Alright, there we go.
Basically, this map is gonna be a pretty weird bump-heavy SV, because you know the map pool is getting more difficult, so SV is gonna be also getting more difficult, but not in the way of being more dense, but in the way of being more awkward to understand the map itself.
SV is always an interesting slog, so it scales in a different way to other maps.
Yeah.
This map is purely slow jam, so in 5-digit SVs you can like try every like different SV maps, starting from fast jams to slow jams, then to like something kind of memory, chunking, teleportation, and something called invisible nodes. And here's the Ki.
Ki is gonna be more simple.
Yeah, it's just simple bumps.
Yeah.
I think
Some
the difficulty
triple
doesn't
single.
like
Yeah,
difficulty lies not just on slow jams, but how the slow jams are placed. Like you might
And-
not expect a slow jam, so you misread the speed.
and here's the
Oh, just two notes
the
fill in.
break. Yeah, it's just like Weeble Wobble reference. You know that one, that popular
Yeah.
SE maps.
One thing I want to mention though is that break part, because the note's just staying there, you can't really predict well on when the note actually comes down. You kind of have to just remember the rhythm constantly. This is where I want to introduce ghost tapping, where you just keep on tapping on nothing, just trying to keep the rhythm there. I think we did see the replayer, I think it's just Kenny himself, the
Yeah,
replayer getting just pressing on nothing when there's not a lot of notes there. It's just to keep the rhythm there, and it's always a very good way of being able to hold that consistency well.
Yeah.
Because you want to listen to the song. This is like an actual rhythm game test.
I think the thing about ghost tapping though is it risks you accidentally tapping when there is a note right after, so you miss because you hit that note early.
Yeah, these L1s, you just see those like random taps in the middle. It's like just to keep the rhythm in your head, you know?
Yeah, you can see the replayer is tapping to the beat, and it's a good way to like not lose track of the beat.
Yep.
But your ears can hear the beat, but like your physical hands might not like get in the zone yet.
Yeah,
hope
it's
done.
just introduction to actual learning SV, I guess. It's just BB to Me, mapped by Kenny.
Yep. And
Yeah, pretty interesting SC map to say the least. Some slow jams there can be quite tough for you to remember and predict. So, start to memorize a little bit, I guess.
yeah, I think this might be like Kenny's best SV work so far. Congratulations, you already did it.
Congratulations. Anyways, we have one map left.
Yeah,
Ah.
I am mapping this in Quaver.
Oh, nice. Okay.
GG.
Quaver SV mapper. Those who know.
Hello, Popy, and
I'm not
This is going to be-
Popy. I'm Poppy. What the hell?
why did I say Popy?
No one
What?
calls me Poppy. Hello everyone. It is I, Poppy. Actually, it's not just me. It's a collab between me and Envily. This is gonna be our quarterfinals tiebreaker windswept. It's tough. Let's just say that. Let's begin.
Yes, so too.
Let's start.
Yeah. Already some Ellen coordination.
Yeah, this map's gonna be like we did see round of 16 being quite Ellen heavy. My response is no, it's not Ellen heavy enough. So let's make it even more Ellen heavy in this map.
Or what the Sigma?
Because I like Ellen, so I make Ellens. That's why.
Okay.
What about this map is gonna be around semi-finals? Let's just say that with some lot of LM releases in this part. Of course, this map's also really tough, so we did lower the OD quite a bit. This starting part is gonna be Envily's part.
Yeah, there are like 1/4 reverse shields now, and this is 183 BPM by the way, so it's much heavier coordination than LN1 or even Hybrid 3, Hybrid 2.
Yeah, this part's gonna be a more this is gonna be the most rice heavy part. So and moving on to my part now. And this is gonna be a more jack heavy part. So recall yourself from rice, or except there's more LNs, and immediately you're gonna move on to jump stream once again.
Jump stream is like 183 BPM, so I guess it's hard, but like people might be tripping more on the LNs. They're just inherently trickier.
Let's go that one LN stream. Yeah, there's some like I mapped this with like some more higher pitched LN, higher pitched sounds in this song. It's gonna be more like it's like the more emphasis there are in the melody, the more heavy in terms of LNs that I would put, I guess.
It's a good way to like. It makes the higher pitch feels more intense, like it stands out, kind of.
Yeah, I really like that kind of stuff. It's just my kind of style. This is like, okay, break part. Nothing much, I guess.
GG.
And moving on, we're gonna go back to end release mapping because this is just the same as the start. So we're gonna see, recall those LN coordination things again in this part again.
Yeah, I think this is very LN biased so far. So it probably is enjoyed if you are like a true Tory player, because then you have a more solid LN skill set. But if you're unfamiliar, then this might be your nightmare.
Yeah, but after this little build-up part with some LN coordination, we are gonna move on to the final part. This is gonna be me once again mapping until the end of the map. And yeah, and if you think the map wasn't hard enough, this is gonna be the actual difficult part. I don't need to say anything. Look at these LNs.
Heh.
You can see more of those LNs being present on more of those emphasis higher pitched sounds or song, like the melody itself, and long jacks as well. And this final part. Yeah, this ending is really hard when I play tested this, and final rice burst. It's like that one, like the generic traditional TV where it's like the ending is gonna be a really impossible rice, and into the ending.
Honestly, the rice is good enough. It's not spiky in my opinion, especially because the LNs here are so tricky anyways.
Yeah, I did consider making that final rice part harder, but nah.
You're evil.
This ending, by the way, this ending has some things as well. Those graces. Yeah.
Dude, what is an ending? There's like so many fake endings.
Oh, I mean,
Like you thought it ended, and then there's like two more notes.
nope, there's more notes. It's like when you like try to let go your keyboard, but then there's just more notes, and then you just no wait. You need to continue to hit it. You know.
TSPMO.
L. Okay. But yeah, it's gonna be again.
So anti-sigma.
Collab between me and Envily. This is Windswept by Kazime, and Miss Rider.
I think it's
a really good song.
Because like Kuzim has another alias which is just Kusi, Cusi. So I think Kuzim is a good way to maybe pronounce it.
Yeah, but I mean, I love hardcore. We didn't see a hardcore song for the previous 2 rounds for TB, so there's the hardcore map. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of our quarterfinals tiebreaker. 3.6 stars, only 7.1. Almost 5 minutes. We're seeing more longer maps now.
Yeah, so I think this Mappool introduces a lot of stuff, like the dump pick and then the mini tiebreaker that's literally so techy, and I think the picks are just trickier in general. So there's
Yeah.
two directions that the Mappool will scale. One is the raw scale, and then two is like dexterity, how tricky the movement would get. So it's very all-rounded.
Yeah, as we approach to the mid game of this tournament, again, I want to say congratulations and thank you every player for playing in this tournament as well. One thing to note, because I do think most of the players here are relatively new, so I do want to explain this once and for all. Because players in the losers bracket, you have to play 2 matches this weekend. What that means is that you just have to play twice. If you win the first one, you have to play the second one. The second one is what we call a conditional match. So I guess like the full details would be explained in the announcement maybe, but basically it's like you just have to play twice. Preferably the first one on Saturday or before, and then the second one on Sunday. So busy weekend.
Surely there is not going to be like reschedule errors.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, it's gonna be quite tough to schedule. Let's just say that. This only applies on losers bracket, so if you're in winners bracket, you can chill a little bit. You need to play twice. So, but if your team is in the losers bracket, you have to play at most twice in this weekend. And of course, for losers bracket, if you lose, you get eliminated. So don't lose, basically.
Yeah, I think losing like it makes the workload heavier because you need to play 2 matches, you need to reschedule for both matches, and also consider the schedule for other potential matches of your opponent, and your tactics are reviewed for the second match because you already played the first match. It's
Yes.
very inconvenient, so it should be good enough of a reason to not lose.
So captains of each team, you need to be 10 times more careful now because again, conditionals might be hard to schedule. We believe in you. You got this. Schedule hell is gonna happen very soon. So best of luck there. And as we almost close off the stream, I just want to say this map pool has been getting much more difficult, and you would just have much and much more surprises coming in the future weeks. So stay tuned and good luck, everyone.
Those who know.
Those who know.
Curious.
Curious. I wonder what I'm trying to hint for, but anyways, that's gonna be it for this quarterfinals Mappool showcase stream. We hope you all enjoyed and was terrified by the Mappool/J. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it.
That's it. Well, thank you for tuning in. We have around 30-ish plus viewers for this showcase. That's a lot. I think that's usually enough for a tournament like this. Like, you don't expect a 5-digit tournament to like have so much traction, I'm not gonna lie. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone for staying around. Love you all. Have a great day, and that's gonna be it. See you, everyone.
Bye.
Rip the Czar. Rip the Czar. Okay.
Ripdar 03. Bro made like 3 custom maps and didn't get to commentate for any of them. This is literally 1984.
Tragedy, but oh well. What can you do? It is what it is.
And
Have a great night or day. We will
Yeah.
take our leave now. Goodbye.